Welcome back. Well, new Liberal Senator Maria Kovacic has refused to reveal if she supports or opposes an Indigenous voice to Parliament. The moderate senator sat down with Sky News ahead of her maiden speech tonight, and she called on the Liberals to be bold and brave on tax reform and consider making childcare tax deductible.
Local candidates often escape the full glare of an election campaign. Not so for Maria Kovacic, thrust into the spotlight as the Liberal candidate for Parramatta when Scott Morrison's campaign rolled into town.
Maria Kovacic, she's the real deal, she's the real eel.
Well, the real eel has followed me around. The fact that I actually am the real eel is helpful.
The Parramatta tragic lost that lower house contest, but her political career continued as New South Wales Liberal Party president. Now she sits in the Senate, filling the vacancy triggered by the death of Jim Molan. Tonight, Kovacic will use her maiden speech to call on her party not to shy away from tax reform.
And I think we need to be bold and brave about it.
She also wants states to move away from stamp duty and backs calls from Teal MPs to have a debate about changing the GST to pay for lower income taxes.
I think we need to consider all different forms of tax reform, how we can do it, and obviously a proper consideration of any unintended consequences as well.
The mother of three ran her own business in Western Sydney for more than 2 decades. She's told Sky News more needs to be done to improve female participation.
What could be done in the childcare space, for example?
Well, we need to have a look at what actually are the barriers. So what's the red tape that's in the way? Why are the costs so high? And what can we do in order to mitigate that from taxation policy, say, in terms of do we consider some form of tax deductibility?
Kovacic is one of the rare moderate Liberals remaining in federal parliament. Others like Trent Zimmerman, Dave Sharma, Josh Frydenberg were all wiped out in the Teal wave.
So can you tell me, though, one policy area or one thing you could point to that Peter Dutton's done that would actually win back those Teal voters in those Teal seats?
I think we've been very clear in our direction, and cost of living is the #1 issue today.
So much so, Senator Kovacic refuses to reveal if she supports the Indigenous voice to Parliament.
I actually think the voters of New South Wales don't care what each individual politician is going to vote for. We are effectively talking about the voice when we should be talking about the fact that many of them can't afford their mortgage repayments.
She counts Julian Lisa, Andrew Bragg and Matt Keane as friends, but she won't be joining them to hand out yes pamphlets.
Is that unwise for them to be doing that? Should everyone stay out of it, or is that just the view you've taken?
It's the view I've taken. It's an individual choice.
A choice she's taken to keep her voice silent. Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.